Welcome. Today we're diving into a topic that's close to my heart: misophonia. If you've ever felt like certain sounds, especially someone else's mouth noises, drive you so crazy that you feel incredibly angry, while others around you don't even notice, stick around. You might just discover something about yourself. What is misophonia? Misophonia, also known as selective sound sensitivity syndrome, is more than just being annoyed by noises. It's an actual disorder where specific sounds trigger intense emotional and physiological responses. The word misophonia literally means hatred of sound in Greek, and let me tell you, that's pretty spot on. For us dealing with misophonia, everyday sounds can feel like absolute torture. Imagine your blood boiling every time someone chews their food, brushes their teeth, or clicks a pen over and over. Oh, and it's not just irritation, it's an uncontrollable cyclone of negative emotions that hits you instantly. Living with misophonia is like walking through a minefield of sounds. You never know when a trigger will set you off. For me, it's the sound of people eating, especially crunching, slurping, and the clanking a spoon or fork on their teeth as they eat. The lip smacking, the crunching, it's all truly unbearable. When I hear these triggers, my heart races, I get really irritated to an almost uncontrollably angry, and I feel an overwhelming urge to either flee or lash out. It's not just an annoyance, it's a full-blown fight or flight response, and the worst part? I know my reaction seems extreme to others, which only adds to the isolation and distress. These types of social situations become a nightmare. I found myself just avoiding restaurants or eating separately from family and friends. It's embarrassing, but it's not that I don't want to be around people, it's that I can't bear the sounds that come with some social gatherings. Now you might be wondering, why do some of us have misophonia? Well, the truth is, researchers are still trying to figure that out. But there are some theories. Some experts believe it's related to how our brains process sounds and trigger automatic responses in our bodies. A breakthrough study found that misophonia is indeed a brain-based disorder. They discovered a disruption in the connectivity in parts of the brain that process both sound stimulation and the fight or flight response. Interestingly, misophonia often shows up around puberty, typically between ages 9 to 12. And it seems to run in families, with women reporting more severe symptoms. Let me paint a picture of what it's like living with misophonia. Imagine you're sitting in a quiet office trying to focus on your work. Suddenly, your coworker pulls out an apple. The first crunch sends a jolt through your body. Your muscles tense, your heart starts racing, and you're filled with an irrational anger. You try to focus on your breathing, to remind yourself it's just an apple. But with each bite, the sound seems to get louder, drowning out all other thoughts. You want to scream, to run away, to do anything to make it stop. But you're an adult in a professional setting, so you sit there, a war raging inside you that no one else can see or understand. Or imagine I'm at a restaurant and the clanking of someone's spoon on their teeth as they slurp their soup, one after another, after another. I find myself giving them a dirty look, like, how can you possibly eat like this? And they don't even know what pain they are causing me. It feels like a curse and almost like a feeling of being suffocated. You can't get away from the situation because you feel like you can't get up and just leave the table, because you don't want people to know you have this issue. That's misophonia. It's not just being bothered by sounds, it's feeling like those sounds are attacking you personally. Now I know this all sounds pretty grim, but I'm not here just to complain. I want to share some ways we can cope with misophonia. First off, noise-canceling headphones have been a lifesaver for me. When I'm in a situation where I can't avoid trigger sounds, I pop these on and play some white noise or music. It doesn't completely solve the problem, but it helps. Another strategy is to use calming techniques when you're exposed to trigger sounds. Deep breathing exercises or mindfulness meditation can help manage the immediate stress response. It's also crucial to educate the people around you about misophonia. Many people have never heard of it and might dismiss your reactions as you being too sensitive. Helping them understand can lead to more support and accommodation. Luckily, my family knows that I struggle with this and they try to understand and are aware of my triggers. While these self-help strategies can be beneficial, it's also important to consider professional help. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, has shown promise in helping people with misophonia. It can teach you new ways to respond to trigger sounds and manage your emotional reactions. Some people have also found relief through sound therapy, which aims to desensitize you to trigger sounds over time. And while there's no specific medication for misophonia, some doctors may prescribe anti-anxiety medications to help manage the symptoms. One of the most comforting things I've discovered is that I'm not alone in this. There's a whole community of people out there who understand exactly what we're going through. Organizations like the Misophonia Association hold yearly conventions where sufferers can meet and share coping strategies. There are also online forums and support groups where you can connect with others who have misophonia. Living with misophonia isn't easy. It can be frustrating, isolating, and at times overwhelming. But understanding what it is, why we have it, and how to cope with it can make a world of difference. Remember, your reactions are valid. You're not crazy, and you're not alone. Misophonia is a real condition, and while we might not have all the answers yet, research is ongoing. If you think you might have misophonia, don't be afraid to reach out to a healthcare professional. And if you know someone with misophonia, a little understanding and patience can go a long way. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any experiences with misophonia you'd like to share, drop them in the comments below. Until next time, take care and be kind to your ears.